Hey guys, if you're watching this, it's because you know me. You either know me from my professional space, where it's probably from Norton National, the company that I have built from the ground up from bootstraps, or you know me from my personal life, when we all created Facebooks back in high school to stay in touch, follow up, maybe your family, maybe your personal friends. And, it's interesting because a lot of the people who are in my personal life don't really understand what I do professionally. And of course, the people professionally who know me, they have like a glimpse on my social media of like who I am personally, but they don't totally like cross and intertwine. And it's interesting because on paper, I think many of you think like I have this really great life. I do, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's very full of family and travel and building a business and having a cool girl gang at the office that's just spearheading everything. And yeah, on paper it looks great. But like it was hard to get to that. And the hardest part about getting to that was figuring out how to get to it. It's like carving out your road in your path. And I get flattered because every once in a while, many of you pop up into my DMs or you'll pop me an email or pop me a text and just be like, hey, how are you doing this? Like, all of a sudden now you're doing a nonprofit. Like, what? All of a sudden you're doing a monthly challenge. What? Like, you're having baby number 3. What? And it's just like, how are you doing it all on your plate? And I have realized after getting this question so many times, like apparently people need help out there. I mean, I know I need all the help I can get, and I continually am looking at the people who are like the next step in front of me on whatever space that is, and like absorbing as much information as I can. But apparently, I forget that there's people this direction that are looking at me like that, and that is, I mean, it's flattering, and it's something that I never really kind of put 2 and 2 together from, but there's clearly a disconnect and a link here, and I think that it needs to be established. And so I am launching a group called Mother Hustlers. Most of you who are reaching out to me about these goals, about getting things organized, about, it doesn't even have to be professionally. I mean, it could be about your personal space. Like, I just want to figure out how to get dinner on the table by the time my husband's getting home when I'm staying home with my kids all day. It's a real thing, folks. It really is. I admire that. I admire that, like, the first step is admitting that we need help and assistance, and that is why I'm launching Mother Hustlers. Hustle, to me, is something that's just in your blood. You can hustle entrepreneurially for revenues, hustle for that next 5K, half marathon, whatever. It doesn't have to always be a monetary, business-driven thing. Like your hustle could be, I want my house to be flipping Pinterest perfect, and this is my plan, and this is how I'm doing it, and I'm doing it on this budget. But it's in you for the want for more. There's always a want for more in everybody. I don't care who you are. Maybe you just want more tacos. Doesn't change the fact that you have that want and that hunger for more, and that is the hustle. Like, that is the hustle, and I have mad respect for women and mothers who have to balance it all. You have multiple plates already. You already have your plate of being a mom, being in a house, potentially working a job, trying to take care of you after you have a baby. What about your own personal self-identity? What about your community? What about your church if you're involved? And there's always a want for more. And there's nothing wrong with that want and that hustle. Nothing. The thing that's frustrating is getting it done. And I think that that's where most of you women and most of you who keep reaching out to me in my personal space, in my professional space, they're like, how are you doing this? Are getting run into a wall. And the answer is, it's not magic. I wish it was. Like little pink sparkle magic. It's not. It's a system. There's nothing exciting about that, but my system works. And it works really well for me. And it's always evolving and getting more sophisticated, because what worked for me 10 years ago isn't working for me today. And what worked for me a year ago isn't working for me today, because once I figure out how to get that more, now I want even more and more, and the umbrella just keeps growing. So I'm launching Mother Hustlers. I'm running it, and it's to make this gap and to merge this gap on everything I have taken professionally that I have learned from the structure, the time blocking, the systemizing, and how it benefits my personal life that I know can only help benefit your personal life. So this is Mother Hustlers. I'm so excited to kind of announce it. Also, I just kind of like the name. I used to have a hot pink pad and it said hustle on it, hashtag. And I always told myself, I was like, wouldn't it be great to have a group of women that like you're all just moving forward for whatever your personal better cause is? Mother Hustlers. So here we are. So this is Mother Hustlers. This is a group and a community where we can come in and we can share what we know and how we've gotten there, and time again have proven it to work inside of our office, inside of our, like I said, our structured personal professional setting, and dump it now into our personal lives so you can be that well-oiled, efficient machine to have more time for what you want to have time for, to grow yourself and explore your hustle. So welcome to Mother Hustlers. I am so excited for this, and I'm really excited for you all. Looking forward to doing this with you guys, and I'm so grateful for your support and encouragement during this time.